Welcome to FootballGamePlan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and we're here in Dallas, Texas for the 2015 College Football Hall of Fame announcement ceremony, and we're going to take a look at some of the sights, sounds, and the announcements themselves from today's press conference.
Never thought would ever come across my doorstep, but then I had to Google the name to make sure he wasn't pulling my chain. So, but just the honor itself to be inducted into the great Hall of Fame of college football, and to be included into a fraternity that shows the players for all the years that they've played, the passion that they've played. Just honestly took my breath away, so I was speechless. I really couldn't say anything to him.
When you look back at your career now and you have the benefit of time, how does this impact you going forward, knowing that, I guess for lack of a better term, you're immortalized now as a member of the Hall of Fame?
It's a dream come true for me because I was an Oklahoma boy and I got to go live a dream and play at a university that had such a great tradition, great players. So to me, it was a responsibility to go to that university under my favorite coach, Barry Switzer, and have a 4-year opportunity to make a mark during that time. And to me, it just verifies the work that we as a football team did together. This award is not my award. This award is an award that I share with all of my teammates and all of my coaches, because without them, the greatness that we were able to achieve during those years would never have happened. So it's just, to me, it verifies what we did as a university and a team, and I share this honor with all.
What were you doing when you got the call that you were in the Hall of Fame?
I was actually helping my 8-year-old son do his homework, so I was a little stunned. My 8-year-old was reading to me, and Steve was talking on the other side, and then when he said, "I got a tremendous announcement for you," and I was like, I had told my 8-year-old son Tavon to stop reading. I said, "Hold on, just give Daddy a second." And then my son Tavon thought something was wrong because I started to shed a tear. I'm stunned. I'm surprised. I'm floored to be here.
Thoughts went through my head, and when I received the call from Steve that indeed I had been accepted, and I'm awful grateful that the voting took place before the bowl game as well. My thoughts were the same on both occasions. You just think of all the people that have invested so much. My family, my wife is here with me today, Sharon, and my son Sean, and have 3 other children, Shannon and Meredith and Ross, and they have been such a tremendous inspiration to me, each and every one of them, and have sacrificed so much. And you think about those things, and as said a moment ago, this isn't an individual honor. At least I don't think any of us receive it that way. So many people invested so much in giving me the opportunity just to progress over a period of time, and it goes way back to, I had a mother that, I would never be in this room without what my mother invested in me, and my grandfather, and coaches along the way, and certainly, as a coach, you have to reflect on, the wonderful coaches that you've had with you, and I've had so many. And the wonderful players, as young gentlemen, and certainly as competitive players on the football field, and a staff, tremendous administration that we've had, both athletically and central, both past and present, and and the wonderful fan base that we have at Kansas State University. And Reese, you've commented on it numerous occasions, and they have been so fantastic. The people of Manhattan, the community of our faculty, and our tremendous student body. Those were sincere and honest thoughts, that went through my mind when, I received both of those calls. And extremely fortunate to have the opportunity to be here.
Ways
Very
where no one
humbling.
else had been.
There really had been recent, and you've heard me say this, there have been some very talented coaches there before. I don't think it was a coaching thing. I was blessed to have, just go back to what I said a little bit earlier, I was just blessed to have wonderful people in our program. When we went there, we had, that's when you could have 95 on scholarship. It had come down from 105 and continued to decline, but you could have 95. We had 47 on scholarship at the time. We were less than 50% scholarship, lowest number in the country. And the young people that stayed in the program, the young people that came to the program, tremendous help from our administration, and having wonderful coaches. It was just an investment of a lot of people that said we can be better than this, and we aspired to do the very best that we could. And by having wonderful people around you, it makes the opportunity exist, and it certainly did, and they took advantage of it.